Oop. Let Dan grab her. Okay, wait, Dan. Grab her. Oh, you got it?
Welcome. Everybody looks nice.
Oh,
I like the color coordination going on.
Beautiful as always.
Oh, thank you, Danny. I really appreciate it. Yeah, she got pan back just like a bit. Because she got the camera right there. Reggie, come on, focus. Fabulous. All right. Now, what was the best part about making this movie?
This little lady right here, Miss Rebel, and working with all the other dogs, I think definitely was the best part. I mean, we literally got to make a movie, spending our time with like literally dogs for months, and so I don't know how it gets better than that.
It can't get much better than that. Now, everybody's going to be asked individually, who's the hardest person to work with? Miles, you're first.
Ozzy.
I was gonna say Reggie.
Ozzy.
Reggie.
I don't know. Reggie.
Ozzy barked at me.
Reggie and Nikki.
You got to pick one.
Nikki. Reggie.
Reggie, odds are stacked against you. Who do you think was the hardest person to work with?
Oh yeah, me, definitely.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, zero doubt, me.
Now, Rebel. What did you think about the movie? Extraordinary. Extraordinary.
Oh my god. I couldn't
Some-
have said it better myself.
Overall experience, was it a good experience?
No. Just kidding. It was great. It
was fantastic.
Awesome time, always. Always.
Now, do you guys think you're gonna win a lot of awards tonight?
You know, we're not in it for the awards, man. We're in it for the fun. So.
For the sty, I take it.
Clearly.
Now,
Months of hard work just to wear these outfits.
now, Nicole, I think you seem like you took charge of the whole project. You just seem like you take charge of a lot of things. Is that true?
Well, I mean, obviously there are three amazing directors here, me, Emmy, and Miles, and so we all kind of led this project, got the group into shape. You know?
Did Nicole take over?
Nicole is a very specific personality type, but she did loosen the reins with me and Emmy and let us do our fair share of work.
Do you agree?
Nicole's the best. I learned a lot from her.
Emmy. That's why she's my favorite.
I'd watch out for Nicole here. I don't know. All right, guys, you can head on the red carpet right here. Enjoy the night.
All right, thanks, Tommy. Bright lights.
What's up, bud? They trusted you with the dog?
Assistant crew of Rebel joins us up here. So come forth, gather around, one and all. Ah, yes. Speak of the devil. Well done. So anyway, what made you want to create this film starring, to a good extent, Walpole High School's own pup, Rebel?
Well, you see, I mean, we come into school every day, and there's just this star always there, waiting for her own movie, and so we gave it to her. We gave the people what they wanted. They want to see Rebel, so we gave them Rebel.
Excellent. Did you want to add something to that?
No. Summed it up perfectly.
Okay. What are some of the advantages and disadvantages of working with non-human actors?
Well, they don't talk back, but they do, sometimes they aren't potty trained, so there's an issue. I know Sky had some diapers for a lot of the movie when she was auditioning, and yeah, so I mean, they're definitely more well-behaved than some of our human actors, but I think that overall they're just so much cuter, better to work with in general.
I think it's sometimes hard working with dogs because they don't respond to you. They kind of just do what they want to do, but most of them were really well behaved, so it was kind of pretty easy actually.
Yeah, there was a host of dogs in this. What led to choosing those whom you chose to represent each of these pups? Like I know Miss Theophilou over there did voice one of the critters. But were these people that you looked at and you're like, yeah, this person looks like this animal, or did you just be like what got you to that point?
Well, for the animals, we had dog auditions, and then we had human auditions for the human voices. And sometimes, like you see Mr. Murphy and you think that's a dog named Spike. Sometimes it just worked. And we had a lot of people audition, and I think Francesca's voice matched perfectly what we were going for Noodles. And so, yeah, I think a little bit of insight, but yeah, we just got a lucky draw, I think, with our human auditions.
Now, Fran, if you could come over here for a second, do you think you would have any desire after this to pursue a career in voice acting?
I really like dogs, so I think I'd rather pursue a career in dog acting than voice acting.
Training dogs.
Or just being other dogs. I think that being a dog is probably better than being anything else.
Gotcha. Very specialized. Interesting. Now, if you could be any breed of dog, what would you choose?
Golden Retriever.
Golden Retriever.
Oh, probably a nice border collie.
A pug.
Pug.
A Maltese.
Maltese.
French bulldog for sure.
French Bulldog.
I'd say a Great Dane.
I'm a golden retriever.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Personally, I'm disappointed no one chose Shiba Inu. That's my personal choice if I could choose one. Now, Rebel, if you don't mind coming over, why don't you give us a little bit about if you could choose any human to be in human history, whom would you choose? Abraham Lincoln. Great choice, Rebel. Wow. You are an ambitious critter there. So, thank you for coming up, and I wish you guys the best of luck and have a fantastic evening.
All right, thank you. It was a pleasure.
Next up, we have Rebel.
Okay.
So, who came up with the idea for your film?
Well, this movie was brought to us by Mr. Allen, and then I wrote the screenplay, but I guess the idea itself really came from the titular character, Rebel.
So, what were the best parts of filming?
Definitely the dogs, I'd say. What would you say?
I think, yeah, probably the dogs, matching the voices to the dogs and all that kind of stuff.
Getting to work with two seniors that are really talented, and they make great directors, and I learned so much from them. So I think that was my favorite part.
She flatters us.
All right, guys, we have some paparazzi questions for you.
Was there ever any point in the film where it was really hard to manage having all the dogs at once in front of the camera? Or?
Yeah, the whole time. But we had dog auditions, which were our version of dog auditions, and we had to bring numerous dogs into school at once. I think we had 10 dogs on one day, and we did it twice. And so, yeah, it was pretty hectic at times, keeping them all, hydrated, fed, not peeing everywhere. But yeah, I think we managed in the end.
And how was the CGI difficult for the mouths of the dogs or keeping them still?
I think it was difficult figuring out how we were gonna do it, but after we figured out a system, it was fairly easy to figure out.
Yeah, for a while we didn't really know if it was possible. We kind of didn't know if this movie could even be made for the first month, and that was what we did was just researching, talking to alumni, trying to get those connections to see who could help us figure out how to actually do this. And it was very hard. It brought us to the last day, but yeah, we got it done.
And going off of that, how are you guys feeling about your nomination for Best Editing?
Feeling good. I mean, I think that the editing this year was definitely a main component of our movie, but I think that every other crew did stellar with the editing, and so I think that anyone who wins that award, it will be well deserved.
All right, and I think we have one more question for you guys.
And for the juniors, do you have any plans for a movie for next year?
Only two juniors.
No idea.
Nothing with dogs.
Can you repeat the question?
What are plans for next year for a movie?
Maybe a doc?
Oh, dog, so true.
Yeah.
The dog unit.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.